Hi everyone, my name is Murray and welcome to my YouTube channel. I couldn't think of any better way to start a YouTube channel than to do a Ryzen build and a Ryzen budget build at that. So I'm going to go through the parts real quick and then we'll go into the build. Of course, the first thing that you need in a Ryzen build is a CPU. I chose the Ryzen 3 1200. There wasn't a big difference between the 1200 and the 13X, so for a difference of 20 bucks, it just seemed easy to save that money. So the next thing that I chose is for power supply is the EVGA 600 BQ. This is a great power supply. It's a little bit overkill for this build, but down the road, once we put in a beefier CPU, maybe definitely a heftier video card, this will be perfect. I chose this one just because the sleeve cables are black. It is semi-modular, which is great, and should look really good with everything else. For RAM, I chose the Corsair Vengeance LPX. 3000 megahertz, and it's a kit 2x4. I'm not too terribly worried about it just because our motherboard will have 4 DIMM slots, so it just was cheaper to buy this way, and we can always add more later. For storage, I chose just a SanDisk SSD. This is 120 gigs. And going along with it will be a mechanical storage at 1 terabyte. There are different configurations that you can do, but it would definitely be difficult to load games and music and all kinds of other things with just this storage drive. If you can swing it, definitely pick up a 240, and that's a great way to start. For the motherboard, I chose the Asus Prime B350M. It is one of the cheapest motherboards that you can pick up. It has 4 DIMM slots, which is where I was most concerned. But as far as we're going in this is all that we're going to need. For the graphics card, I chose the PowerColor Red Dragon RX 460. And this is a dated card, but right now with the Ethereum mining, it's really hard to find graphic cards that are even anywhere near the price they should be. They're just sky high, and it's really not worth it. So there are other things that you can do to kind of get away from this, but this is the cheapest I could find. You can always pick up a used card on eBay, Craigslist, that sort of thing. And we'll do some other videos about that kind of thing. For our case, I went with the Corsair, part of the Carbide Series 100R. It's an all black case, black on the inside, has lots of room in it, and one thing that I really wanted was a window because, well, this is a Ryzen system and I'd love to show that off a little bit. Another thing that it has, there's plenty of room for a radiator, and hopefully when we upgrade the system, we can add that in there as well. So, well, without further ado, let's go ahead and start our Ryzen build. Alright, well my Ryzen 3 build is finally complete, and the last thing to do is to power on the system and make sure that we can get a post and get into the UEFI BIOS. I did notice while building this PC that the 100R does not have a fan up front, just one in the back. So in our UEFI menu, it should just have the CPU fan as well as the case fan, and that is definitely something that I will need to add in the near future. And hopefully I can do some tests to see how big of a difference that makes. Well, it looks like we are in. I can see that both fans are spinning, so that's already off to a great start. There are plenty of other things that I'd like to tinker around in there, and definitely down the road I'd love to put in a better CPU, maybe an aftermarket cooler, put in some more RAM, and definitely a better graphics card once the Ethereum mining goes down a little bit. Guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you liked it, I would truly appreciate a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. And please leave any comments or suggestions that you might have in the section below. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.